What do you got for us?
Okay, on roughfez.net, Sheepy and I, this is from ADF.
All right, yeah, you and Sheepy go online together? Now, Mikey Boy, do you even know what he's talking about before we even start this?
I actually don't.
So this is like 60 Minutes in the old days. So is this something that Mikey Boy's going to be uncomfortable with, or I'm going to be uncomfortable with?
You, Fez, might be uncomfortable with this one. A little bit, yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, I do know what this is.
All right, so what? Set up the premise here.
Okay. This is a thing I spy on ronfez.net from
Has
ADF.
the cold got to you? Because the face is like red like a thermometer today.
His whole head is chapped.
We can actually keep the thermometer just by looking at him.
I got windburn today on my walk from Astoria to the subway station. So that's why my fucking...
Normally you get ball slapped, but this is different.
From ADF, he explains, Sheepy and I were at the 5th Avenue Apple store, killing time until Randy got into the city, and Sheepy spots some guy who looks like Fez. We debated for several minutes as to whether or not it actually was Fez.
Where's this at? I'm already confused.
The Apple store.
Oh, the Apple store.
This is at the Apple store. And they see some guy who looks like Fez, but finally they came to the conclusion that it was not Fez, but just some guy who kind of looked like him. He goes on to write, because of his somewhat disheveled nature and the confused look upon his face as he was wandering about the technology, we labeled him Homeless Fez. Our goal was to get close to him in order for me to take a surreptitious picture of Homeless Fez with my camera phone in order to show Fez his doppelganger. Doppelganger is a person who...
Don't fucking have to explain things to me. I understand German, you prick.
All right, after a couple...
Acting like your vocabulary's better than mine.
After a couple of minutes of finagling about...
Your doppelganger, Ronald McDonald.
After a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough.
Hold on. Let me get back to this while you're wandering on in character.
Okay.
They go out, they see a homeless guy who looks like Fez, right?
Exactly.
And he's all crazy looking.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Disheveled, confused.
Could he fucking write this bit any longer and more boring?
So after a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough, only to have Homeless Fez turn into the real Fez when he recognized us. I miss Homeless Fez, signed ADF.
All right, I'm trying to understand this. Fez, you were out looking all disheveled and crazy on the streets in New York?
I don't recall ever looking crazy and disheveled and homeless looking on the streets of New York. I was at the Apple store on 5th Avenue in Manhattan and saw Sheepy and ADF there.
Were you confused?
I was just looking around the place. I had never been in the Apple store before.
Did you have all your belongings in a paper bag? They make it sound like you're Daniel Johnston and I'm your dad and I have to worry about you wandering around acting crazy in public.
You know, I don't know where this comes from with this ADF. I don't understand this at all. You know, he tried to pull this thing on me at the Apple store.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you this, ADF, it didn't get a laugh then either. I noticed Sheepy was uncomfortable. I didn't acknowledge your comment. And I don't get why you would post this on ronfez.net.
Well, he thought it was important information to impart.
And has anyone seen ADF? If you want to start pointing out disheveled and homeless looking, the man, I mean, talk about disheveled. The guy is an unkept bed.
Now you're rambling like one of those crazy people in the street.
I am not rambling. And I was in jeans, I was in a regular shirt and a nice jacket.
Were you talking to yourself, though?
No.
That's what ADF was saying. You were something about muttering to yourself.
I don't know. He's trying to get some attention here. You know.
Bill, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, you're going to go on O&A's homeless shopping spree.
Oh, see, now you got that reputation.
Here's how it starts.
All right, Tippy. Tippy and Tappy are going out to go shopping.
No, because, you know what? I won't be on the homeless shopping spree because I'm not leaving my house again.
Why don't you shop online when you want to buy things?
I'm going to just have to. I can't, you know, I got to worry about this. I got to worry about that I can't walk into the Apple store. I've never been there before. I just wanted to check it out. I'm not allowed to do that.
Oh, look who it is, Fezzy. Sheepy. Sheepy!
Hey, guys. The way he explained...
Which one are you, Mutt or Jeff?
Now, here's the thing, Sheepy, while you're calling Fez homeless. I remember what you looked like when we met you.
No, I wasn't calling him homeless. I can explain the story.
You look like a homeless Muppet when we met you.
You're well-dressed now. But when we met you, you were the layered king.
I know. I don't know what I was doing, and I'm still not that good at dressing. But I can. It was the way he explained it sounded a lot meaner. Because the way I saw it is, I saw Fez. I go, hey, that's Fez. He goes, no, that's not Fez. And I put the fear of doubt in my head. I didn't want to go running up to a stranger and being like, hey, Fez. And then...
Now, why would you not think that it's Fez? You see Fez every time you come in here.
Yeah, how unrecognizable am I?
What was he wearing? Newspapers
totally
around his
like
feet?
No.
He convinced me that it wasn't you. But I was like, but that looks exactly like that is Fez. And,
He's looking at the world through giant windshields he calls glasses. Of course he's not going to be able to tell if it's me or not.
Fezzy, are you cranky from sleeping on the church steps?
I did not sleep on the church steps.
And you guys still labeled the real Fez. You labeled him Homeless Fez.
No.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Yeah.
it's It is kind of mean, because Fez does worry about leaving his apartment.
I don't like to go out.
The post exactly after that, after he posted it, I put, for the record, I didn't call him Homeless Fez.
That's nice, Fezzy. Can you please unban Sheepy? Who's like a son to us.
While people were making fun of making laughs in the thread, I posted.
All right, now he went and said that. This is why he won't read online either.
So he posts this, and now there's a huge thread behind it?
That was the thread that you wanted all this time. It's Homeless Fez. You got your thread.
What's that mean, Dave?
Well, Fez wanted a thread of support on ronfez.net or any of the websites.
I don't remember that.
I've never asked for a support thread. I've never even heard of a support thread.
An appreciation thread.
Retard?
And I think all the threads like Fez better.
ronfez.net used to.
Yeah.
Now Mr. ADF has to attack him. Homeless Fez?
It's when we walked up and Fez finally noticed us, I was like, oh great, it is Fez. And then I was like, okay, wow, we weren't sure if it was you or not. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, we totally thought you were homeless.
Who said that? ADF?
ADF said it. And you saw how I just looked at him?
You give him the glare?
Oh, yeah. I don't think he saw it because I was right in front of his face, so I doubt if Magoo was able to pick up on it.
All right, let's not attack each other's eyesight, because that's something people can't help.
The film on the glasses is dripping off the hair.
And then when the thread showed up, I was just like, oh no, there's no reason to, like, it's kind of like this, we told the story afterwards. There was a party for Solera at.
Why would you guys write something mean about Fez though? I mean, Dave did read it off, and it did sound like, you know, Fez was wandering around like a homeless person,
disheveled and confused.
And I just, Sheepy, maybe you know this better than me. Where the hell does ADF get a superior attitude from?
Yeah.
Where does that come from, that he thinks he can talk down other people?
But by the way,
Fez,
remember
of me all the time.
Remember when my chick called to check on you the other night?
Uh-huh.
That was after reading this. She goes, I'm just going to call and check on Fez to see if he's feeling okay, because and I'm like, you know, when she talks, I'm just hearing, you know, I don't know what she's saying. So I'm like, huh? So later she goes, well, he's fine. I'm going, what are you fucking bringing this up to me? She goes, I just read something on Fez.net, and I thought maybe his meds were off. So I don't fucking pay any attention.
And so then ADF and Sheepy go to the party and start holding court with this story, which is story, which is totally made up in your heads.
No, the way I told the story is just, the way I re-explained to people, I was like, so we saw this guy that we thought was Fez, and then we followed him around.
You were right, your nightmare. You were the object of every conversation after that.
And could I have been more nice to you guys? You guys are giggling like schoolgirls, hiding behind the Apple computers, afraid to come over to me, and I went and said, oh, hey, Sheepy. How you guys doing?
Know.
All right, hold on, Sheepy. We got to find out whether you're banned or not from the show on Friday, because I thought he was coming in. Fez, maybe this whole thing will just blow over. Hello, Fred. Fred, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm riding down on Fifth Avenue over the weekend, and Fez is sitting out there with a coffee cup, and then he comes over and washes my windshield. What's going on?
Fezzy, don't go out and start wiping people's windshields down.
I'm not a squeegee man, and you know it, Fred.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Run of Fez. Maybe that'll be the end of it. Hey, Joe.
Buddies, I got some extra newspaper if you want to keep warm, Fezzy.
All right, see? This is what I worried about, Fez. You with a reputation.
And I was not dressed any worse than when I come to work, you know?
Did you have a Glad bag?
Oh, see?
A2, Mikey boy?
At 2. You know what is really weird is, like, every time you see a homeless guy, they're always doing Shakespeare runoffs. That is so weird. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, I just want to say, Fez, I'm really upset that Opie jumped on your cake.
See?
It wasn't me.
I wish you didn't have this reputation.
Yes, I wish I hadn't left the house.
Can I vouch for Fez? I've been to his home. So he is not homeless.
We didn't need you to come running in and say, like he needed that to be brought up.
I just want people to understand he has a residence.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, just got a little pain there.
Everything getting to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Take a little break back. Do not add to this.
Okay.
Everyone knows I have a home. That goes without explanation.
It just seemed like there was some confusion with some of the callers.
It's one of the greasers here, the blind greaser, who's putting stories in people's heads and posting them online. Like he's got something over me. I saw Fez in a store. This is what goes on in his miserable life? That he has to brag about this thing?
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, you guys are great, man. Just wondering, do you have a PayPal account set up? I can donate some money to the Homeless Fez Fund.
All right, now you got a reputation. And I hate to say it, Fez, but now it looks like it's Ron and the homeless guy. Kind of makes me look bad. I'm trying to sell this show as the Tiffany of radio shows.
Ron, this if anyone stops and looks at the source of this story, they're going to...
They never do. That's the problem with the rumor.
I would love to put a picture of me side by side with ADF on there and just guess which one's homeless.
You should get the professional spin people that Michael Richards has working for him. Because now, you hear the term Michael Richards, all you think, racist. Fez?
Homeless.
See? That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for homo, where we used to have it.
I don't care for either one of those.
All right, Mikey boy, are you going to Randy's party?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
I can't go without Fez. I had every plan on going. Dave, you were going?
I was going to go, but I may have to stick up for Fez. I can't let them call him a bum.
Is ADF going, or is he too busy scaring crows out of the cornfield? The way he looks.
Because he's a scarecrow?
Yes, that guy is a skinny scarecrow.
All right. See, now these attacks, Fez, seem desperate. Instead of you being able to say this is a ridiculous story, you're sinking to his level, name-calling.
All I know is last time I saw him, Ichabod Crane, the Headless Horseman was chasing him.
I don't get that. I don't get the references. What does it mean?
He looks like Ichabod Crane.
Okay.
A scarecrow.
All right. Here's Ichabod Crane was not a scarecrow.
He looks like a scarecrow and Ichabod Crane both.
This sounds like the ramblings of a homeless person right now. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I was just going to say, why the hell is everyone jumping down his case when he needs to get out more? Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. That was the point. We just did a show the other day. Fez, get out more. Get out in the world. Nobody's looking at you. The minute you go shopping on your own, you're walking around muttering, trying to get change, people have to fucking write this up.
I'm not panhandling. It's not me. Goggles Paisano couldn't see me across the room and thought I was a homeless person.
He's Italian?
No, I don't think so. He's from California.
Pain in the ass.
So you're really mad for real?
Yes, I'm totally mad. I wasn't thrilled when I saw him and his snickering to himself in the Apple store.
Oddly enough, that's a good impression you just did. Kirby, you're in Ron and Fez.
We thought you were homeless.
Hey, I saw Lady Di and Fez walking out of a liquor store with a fifth of Seagrams and a sixer of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Don't be like that, Fez. Please.
I'm not with Lady Di.
That's the first step. Is acknowledging that you're homeless.
No, it's not.
All right, let's say hi to Ron from the Ron and Fez show. Ronnie!
Ron.
What do you say, buddies?
How are you?
Wow, you're up a little early, huh?
I'm up late.
Oh, you're just up late. Okay. All right.
I hear you guys taking some heat here.
Mm-hmm.
Let it roll off your back. Don't even look. You're like saints today for what you're doing for these.
You know, I'm glad you actually see the good that we're doing here. People like to, pick it apart and say we're doing something bad and exploitive here. But it's good.
I was wondering, is there any possible way I could get Fez to be part of this? You know how he's living his life now.
If you want to call it living a life.
Exactly. He's pathetic. He's borderline homeless.
Yeah, there's rumors that he is actually homeless at this point.
Well, a couple of listeners saw him out at the Apple store and started taking pictures of him.
Oh, no.
Because they thought he was a homeless guy who looked like Fez.
Oh, no, poor
He was
Fez.
all confused, disheveled, and they claim muttering to himself. So it broke his heart, but I thought maybe a new outfit could turn everything around for him.
You know something? I'm sure the listeners would embrace Fez and probably buy him clothes that would make him look a little happier and a little more lively.
I'm looking for church pants. He really needs a pair of pants.
Church pants.
Is there a big and tall over at this mall? I know it's a little high class.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's got to be something he can fit into.
Something a little wide in the waist, tight in the crotch, and the zipper in the back is always really looking.
Yeah.
How many homeless people altogether?
I don't know. I think we got about 10 to 12 again, but then Philly's bringing their homeless person.
A couple of listeners bringing their own.
And now Jimmy started a whole thing called BYOB, which I love.
Bring your own bum.
Bring your own bum.
And
Fezzy, so.
You know something? Sure. I'd love for Fezzy to come along.
Is there any way for we end the thing with matching outfits so, they all look the same when they get back on the bus?
That would be adorable.
It really would.
They all are just dressed the same and garanimals.
Yeah, just like a down on their luck in sync, where everybody's, not quite in sync, but heading in that direction.
As long as they're all dressed alike.
All right, I also want Fezzy to pick up some cigars. He loves them. And
wouldn't those cigars be for you, Ronnie?
Maybe one of those old triple beam scales and
yeah, those come in handy.
Maybe some coin bags. Make it a nice Christmas for him.
Yeah.
I'm writing all this down for you.
I can see why you're up at this hour now.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, you're just supposed to sell it.
Yeah, I'm going to call off.
All right. Fez joins the homeless shopping spree tomorrow.
All right. This is great. This is wonderful. This is going to turn things around for him, too.
We'd love to get him out. I think this is going to be the first time although, wait a minute. Are they taking the bridge or the tunnel?
Either way, he's frightened.
That's true.
Yeah.
He is so scared of bridges. Yeah. I was listening to you guys, and he actually had called Ronnie because he was lost from the middle of a bridge, crying his eyes out that he didn't know what to do. He was on a bridge and he was scared.
Do you understand how symbolic that is?
Yeah.
You understand that how
a bridge? Yeah, I know, a bridge maybe to another place, and yeah, it is very symbolic, and I'm sure a shrink could spend years studying that one.
Not really. There's a vag on one side, a hog on the other, and he's in the middle going, yuck, and he's being pulled like a magnet towards one, and he feels guilty. That's a good boy.
Was that a weight off his shoulders? Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Norton, always willing to help for free.
He's doing the work. He's taking baby steps.
Yeah, he is.
All right, Fezzy's in, matching outfits.
All right, Ron. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow for the homeless shopping spree.
All right, take care.
Short Hills Mall, 2 to 6 p.m., and we'll broadcast it live in New York, Boston, and Philly so far. Thank you, Ronnie.
And Fez involved now.
And the rebroadcast will... I want to go to Fez, who's also on the bus for the homeless shopping spree. Fez, what's going on?
Hello, NYPD.
No, Fez.
No, Opie and Anthony.
I'm trapped on a bus with homeless people. We're about to enter the Lincoln Tunnel headed towards Jersey.
Fez.
They say if the bus goes any slower than 15 miles an hour, the homeless will lose bladder control. It's movie speed.
No, Fez, you didn't call the NYPD. It's us, Opie and Anthony.
Oh, hi, guys. Everything's going great.
Yeah, you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, so far. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We're about to go in the Lincoln Tunnel. I'm looking forward to it, just what this bus needs to get a little darker.
Yeah, I like Fez fits our show well.
Oh, yeah,
he jumps right in.
Any observations there, Fez?
Well, I know, it's the opposite of Rosa Parks. All the homeless want to get immediately to the back of the bus, so I don't know what's going on back there exactly.
Are you like the poor kid that always got beat up? You'd have to sit right behind the driver.
Exactly. exactly. I'm trying to get as far to the front as I can.
Now, Fez, you're a little scared when it comes to tunnels and bridges.
Yeah, and we're heading into the tunnel. I may lose you here.
Oh, really?
They have cell service in the tunnels now these days.
Yeah,
Fez.
we're in the tunnel right now.
Ever since, that 9/11 thing.
Yeah, but did you ever think what happens if something happens in the tunnel? Wouldn't it be ironic that all the time you've worried about it, this would be the one time that maybe if something happened, you would be trapped with homeless people?
Yeah, these are the people I want to say my final goodbyes to. the people that have meant the most to me during my life.
Well, you enjoy yourself, and but you have Ronnie to really thank for this. He kind of said this would do you good.
Yeah,
you need to get out there and toughen up a little.
He brought it to our attention that you're homeless there. Fezzy.
I can't reiterate enough. I am not homeless. I have an address. I have a mailing address.
Address? We know about that. We're talking about a home.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a new address today.
All right, Fezzy, we got to go back to Voss. He's going to do some entertainment for everybody. Call us on the other side of the tunnel, okay?
Okay.
But for people keeping track at home, the bus is, it looks like it's in the tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel. Danny, anyone else we can talk to right now?
Yeah, I got this one guy here. I think his name is Les or something. Fez, hang on.
Oh, Fez.
Ah.
Yes, from the Ron and Fez show. He's in denial still.
Yeah.
He still thinks he's not homeless.
Poor guy.
Brown, 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 brown. The smell on the bus is booze and crap, booze and crap, booze and crap.
I don't think that's the way that song goes. Are you having a good time, Fez?
Yeah, we just did have a nice moment. We passed Rahway Prison in New Jersey.
Yeah.
The homeless got to wave to their friends.
This isn't just about helping the homeless out. You're near homeless, but it's also about kind of, getting you out and mingling with people.
Yeah.
For some reason, all the homeless have decided to use the bathroom on this trip. It's a short trip to the lab, and they all had to go use the bathroom. The bad part is, there's no toilet on this bus.
I was going to say.
They all use the bathroom.
I was going to say, I don't remember there being a toilet, but now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I hope it's Steve's stupid laptop bag.
And I do have one complaint.
Yeah?
I was nervous going through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah.
We finally got out the other side, hit the light of day. My brooch was missing. Where's my brooch? My brooch was missing. When the lights came back on, my brooch was gone.
You gotta watch them, Fez. They're not the most honest people.
No, not at all.
They're used to that's something you're gonna have to figure out how to do when you're completely homeless. Is take advantage of people when they're sleeping or in the dark or something like that.
Exactly. What's nice is the bus company. This has got to be the last time they're able to use this bus.
Before they retire it.
Done.
It's going to have to be burned.
This bus is going to the yard after this one.
The only use for this bus now is that they're making one of those man-made reefs, and they dump it in the hot.
Yeah, a reef.
Like they do with old subway cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
It'll help the fish.
All right, Fez. Hang in there.
We're getting quick glimpses of what's going on, and it is unbelievable. I really like, I don't know who said it before, but all the homeless shopping sprees that we've done in the past put together is pretty much what this one is.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many people in one place like this in a mall.
All right, let's say hi to Fez. He's at the mall. Hey, Fez.
Hey, O&A.
What's up?
This thing is gigantic. I can't believe this. This many people showing up for the homeless. If this many people showed up for the homeless every day, we wouldn't have homeless.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they kind of forget about them, and then we put on a little event, and thousands show up to see a few of these people.
And treat them like rock stars for an afternoon.
Yeah, now they're just beloved. Don't worry. Come Monday, they'll be getting kicked and spit on again.
And
we'll go back to normal.
All the stuff that the people bought them will be stolen from them.
So I got teamed up with Slow Motion, and which I really appreciate. Give me the slowest shopper possible to keep this going on.
Is it like shopping with Mother? It just takes forever?
Yes, exactly. And I know we're going to be trying on stuff. what's nice is there's such a huge crowd. Slow motion actually just went into the first store he saw.
Oh, really? What store was that? Victoria's Secret?
He's in Foot Locker.
In Foot Locker. Oh, they got to be thrilled to have a homeless guy trying on shoes today.
They all need shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, exactly. Have a few hundred pairs of socks ready before he comes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, disposable for sure.
Fez. Hey, Fez, can you move around or?
It's really hard to move around. I mean, the Foot Locker, they followed us in here, and it's just packed. And I'll tell you what, everyone say hey to O&A.
That's just one store, by the way.
One cell.
Foot Locker. That's one little cell, right. All right, Fezzy, hold on. We're going to check in with, you got, huh? We lose him? Let's say hi to Fezzy again. Fezzy!
Hi, O&A.
Hey, Fez.
I'm very far from my home. I don't live here. I'm not supposed to be here.
Don't get nervous. Get yourself some church pants.
Some warm things.
And now I'm locked in a Foot Locker.
Oh,
I don't know if Steve told you or not.
They take that locker part pretty seriously, I guess. They lock you in.
They really do. This was nice. We got slow motion pair of shoes, a new pair of kicks, as the homeless kids say.
Yeah.
And he had to ask for a size 10 and a size 13.
Oh, God.
What, because his feet are different sizes?
Yes, for one pair of shoes.
They're chanting, let us out.
It sounds like Rikers.
They're chanting, let us out.
Attica!
Attica!
Let us out chant.
It's a prison movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Cuckoo's Nest. So, relax. We're out of the Foot Locker.
All right,
I guess they uncaged them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that again.
All right, thank you. Let's, here's Fez.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Fez at the homeless shopping spree. We are on our way to see the man himself, Santa Claus.
We hear that he's on a break, and he's been on a break since 2 o'clock this afternoon, and he won't come out.
Really?
Yeah, we might have to get some listeners to maybe entice him to come out a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Well, we'll do what we have to do. I've tried to find pants for myself.
Yeah.
We've been to Lane Bryant, Peanut Pod maternity store, and really nothing that's fitting right so far.
Really? It's a little tight around the hips?
Yeah, if there was a store called Mom's Jeans, I'd be all set.
Well, good luck to you, Fez, in your search. I hope you can find good church pants. Yeah. And don't forget Ronnie's, your cigars.
You know, I'm teamed up here with Slow Motion and Big Pop. Big Pop tried on a hat at one place and was forced to buy it after trying it on.
Forced to. He couldn't take it off. Those little crab claws were holding tight.
All right. Thank you, Fezzy.
There's a sign there. If you infest it, you bought it.
Hold on. Let me say hi to Fez. He's still inside. Fez, what's up?
Hey, we're just waiting for the bus to come take me home.
Oh, did you have fun, Fez?
There's a bus that's coming, right?
Yeah, don't you worry. It'll come and take you back home.
I was always the kid that was last at a birthday party. My mom always was like 2 hours late picking me up, and I'm feeling the exact same thing right now.
You won't miss the bus. It was very scary as a kid to miss the bus from school or stuff, but don't worry, you won't miss the bus. Do you have your little name tag on?
Face is getting his picture with Santa.
Oh,
hold on, I gotta go. Danny.
Hey guys, Half a Whole Face is getting his picture with Santa as we speak.
Let's say hi to Fez. Fez.
Hi, boys.
Hey.
Gap, may I help you? Hello.
How did it go, Fezzy? Do you want to maybe go out and party with these guys for a little longer, or are you about ready to come home?
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to call it a night. This was a really interesting experience. I found out that Grey Wolf is a real father.
Yes, he's a father and a grandfather, we have found out. That's wonderful.
Hey, Fez, is there a party in New York tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a Calico Jacks. It's a RonFez.net party, and it's going to be a Calico Jacks in Manhattan, 42nd Street at 2nd Avenue, starting around 9 o'clock.
Can I go?
Yes, you can.
What time's it going till, Fez?
I'll probably go till the place closed down.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we'll go check that out tonight. Thank you, sir.
I have to go take a really long hot shower before I'm ready to party.
Fez, did you find any friends maybe that you make any friends that you might want to invite over to Retard Island and, I don't know, maybe hang out, watch movies, something like that?
You know, I met a lot of nice people today. I thought it turned ugly. I thought they were chanting Rich Mall Suck. And then it turned out it was just Rich Voss Suck.
Ah, okay. All right. All right, very good. All right, we're wrapping up here. Thank you, Fezzy.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, we'll see you tonight at that party. Let's say hi.
Nate, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, hey. Glad to hear you guys on the air.
And that's where we are.
Today. Hey, Fez, how was the homeless shopping spree? I heard you on Opie and Anthony over the weekend, man. What'd you get, and what were some of the other items that the homeless got?
I'll tell you what, it was exhausting. God bless the people that actually work with the homeless every day, because I don't know how they do it. They really...
Well, isn't that Steve that took you around? Isn't that who was working with the homeless?
Yeah, he was working with me, Martini Steve.
Interesting thing, of course, like so many times O&A, they try to do something good. It turns out to be controversial, believe it or not. So apparently, is it the mayor of Boston that's doesn't understand how the gimmick's working?
Exactly. Just furious, thinking the whole homeless shopping spree is exploitive and should have been shut down.
Well, go up on the Drudge Report today, the big famous Drudge Report. There's a couple articles about what they're upset about. What's the top of the first one, Fez?
Radio stunt draws wrath is what it says on the Drudge Report.
And then right underneath it,
homeless men taken to mall set loose on shopping spree, shock suburban crowds.
And then right underneath of it is the video. And when you hit the video and you see the homeless guy walking around, well, it's our own Fez Whatley.
It's what?
It's it's you. It's our own Fez Whatley. And this reminds me so much of when Kramer, they thought he was retarded and they got him an award. So, for some reason, we're at the point, can we get video on that at all? Is that possible?
Yeah, we can get some audio on that.
Audio, yeah. Why don't we be in radio for a second? Let's take it from the beginning.
Okay.
And for some reason, the one video that they have of the homeless guy turns out to be Fez Whatley.
Right in my eye, slow-mo.
And talking crazy.
You all right? Right in my eye.
All right, so that's a clip of it.
That's the whole thing?
There's more to it, but I need someone to get the audio up for me again.
There's no more Fez talking. There's just
the very beginning of the audio part?
Yeah, that's all the Fez audio.
All right, well, they just follow Fez. He's in a bad hat, coat. You see Earl there with him, Foundry Music. Jeff is trying to help out. And not only is Fez stupidly looking homeless, but he's yelling out crazy things.
Well, I dressed down so not to offend the homeless, to try to fit in a little bit. I admit I dressed down. Then, this is right when we were going into Macy's at the Short Hills Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And Slow-Mo, one of the homeless guys with us, we have to walk to the perfume department. He decides to start spraying cologne on his homeless clothes as we walk in.
Fezzy, this is the kind of shit that happens, like... these news magazines things pick this up. This guy's not even homeless. They're going to be yelling. So not only do you make yourself look like an idiot, it's a bad reflection of O&A for you to be walking around in a bad knit cap.
The bad thing is, this homeless thing is really getting out of hand. It started a few Saturdays ago.
Yes, the homeless thing is a problem. That's why O&A are working on it.
I met with myself.
You know who I like to see work on it? The mayor of Boston. Instead of attacking people that are working on this, why don't you do something for people like Fez, Shlomo, those types of guys? Why you call him Slow-Mo?
He calls himself Slow Motion, so I actually just shortened it down to Slow-Mo on the trip.
Witty.
Thank you. Just something to keep it moving. These guys would wander off. Slow-Mo got some shoes, and I swear he must have gone through 10 pair before he finally, selected one that he liked.
I know, I have a radio. It all sounded fantastic. I thought the whole thing was going great. I was very proud of you, proud of the boys, figuring, okay, maybe there's a medal to be had here. Instead, I hit on the Drudge Report today. Attacks coming at the guys from the city of Boston. And then I'm just going to say doctored or faked video of an obviously well-paid man wandering around screaming about slow-mo.
I still don't see what's wrong with buying homeless people presents and gifts and stuff. Why people think that's exploitive in any way. I mean, it's
they
charitable.
don't. Again, it's fake outrage. This is fake outrage. You know, he doesn't mean it. Somebody complains to him. He has to fake outrage. It's just what the world does anymore.
Yeah, because it was nice. They got things that they need. I heard one guy bought boots. Another guy bought Ray-Bans.
Why are you going to describe to me what I've already heard?
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that people knew that these guys are getting things that they need for wintertime.
Yes.
All right.
Just spent 4 hours listening. No one needs you to come back in with a recap. Well, there's no retarded recaps in here.
Okay.
All right, Fez, do me a favor.
What's that?
Stay off the Drudge Report.
I would love to stay off the Drudge Report. Now everyone around, anyone online is going to see me and think that I'm really homeless.
Well, you were in a homeless shopping spree. You maroon?
Through no choice of my own.
But you look better today, I'll say that.
Well, thank you. I look normal today.
Yes, you do. You're back to looking normal.
I do not dress
Thanks
homeless.
to O&A, you've gotten this guy back up on his pins, and he's going to become a member of society.
I was always a member of society. This thing, I just got dragged along for the ride, and I'll tell you what, I didn't think I was going to get the smell off of me. I thought I was going to have to sit in a tub full of tomato juice before the homeless smell finally got out of my nostrils.
Don't you all always sit in different types of juices? Isn't that one of the things about the homeless?
I'm not homeless, Ronnie. And now I don't even have the Drudge Report to back me up on that.
I swear it's like a Seinfeld episode. There's Kramer. You are such a fucking piece of work.
People are going to see this Drudge Report and just start calling me, what's wrong? What's gone so horribly wrong with you? Do you need help?
I hope that shows at your high school reunion. I hope that's put up on a big screen somewhere.
The 10 years coming up, too.
Are you and Slow-Mo going back, or you're going with someone else? You're doing one of those fake chick things.
I will never see Slow-Mo again, I'm sure, for the rest of my life. I think that was a one and only deal.
Let's hope you get a chance to see him again. I know there's not a great survival rate out there on the street, but still for you guys.
I know ever since then I've seen homeless people on the streets, and I'm like, do I know that guy? Was he with us? It's all running together in my head.
Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, you need to ditch your sidekick there and get yourself Homeless Fez, because that guy was fucking hilarious on Saturday.
I know. I heard it Saturday, killed, and I'm like, I hope that guy comes back with us.
I suspect to be here.
I don't know. We're 11 minutes in right now, and I'm waiting for him to show up. Where's the prepared singers?
One of the homeless guys, he picked out a pair of jeans, and for some reason, he got the kind that looked already worn out. The worn-in jeans, and I'm thinking, you're homeless. They're going to wear out fast enough. Why do you want to buy clothes that look old when you finally get a chance to buy some?
It's got to be in style. It's no problem being homeless and being in fashion.
TJ, you're on Running Fez.
What's up, guys? Hey, it was great, Fez. It was great seeing you. You were a blast. I was just wondering, could you look any less homeless? You could have taken off the Scully hat.
Yeah, that was a big problem for you, Fez, the hat.
Yeah, I guess that's so. I just really wanted to make the other guys feel a little bit better by dressing down myself.
Well, if we had some kind of best-looking homeless guy, you would have came in at least third, maybe fourth. I'd like to see a medal. All right, if you'd like to check this out, Drudge Report, it's probably the #1 kind of news gossip site. And just click the video out under the homeless stories. Hit it again there, Fez. And you'll see our own Fez Whatley looking like a fucking mess.
Now, these homeless guys, they all wanted to get new shoes, so everyone looks horrible from all the way down till the ankles.
Look at you there. I'm starting to agree with the mayor. This is exploitive of a retard. My partner, Fez Whatley.
Well, I had just gotten a blast of some really smelly perfume at that point.
Is that...
right in my eye. And then just...
Look at the way the people are standing around you, though. Like you're an injured animal out in the African outback. It's like the running of the bulls.
You did seem to be walking with a limp. Did you hurt your leg?
I just kind of got staggered with the blast of cologne and homeless smell combined.
How could any cologne hurt your leg?
I kind of tripped afterwards.
Sort of looked like an old fisherman.
You know, I'm pissed with this whole video. I've seen videos that look way more packed and enjoyable, and they just show this downtrodden Fez is wandering around by himself in Macy's.
The problem is it does look so confusing because I'm just spinning in circles here.
Why were you?
We were looking for the pants department, so we weren't sure where that was.
And do you have an imaginary phone up to your ear? Because you're not on the phone, right?
No, not at that point. No.
Yet I see you hanging something up from your ear, looking like you're talking. Over and out, over and out. I'm a stabbing robot. I'm a stabbing robot. Why are you limping? There's the imaginary phone. He just had his hand up.
I don't know. That one I can't explain my way out of.
Did you think you're on? Look at you. And look at Jeff just treating you like you're an animal. There's other people trying to point you the way to clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that slow-mo in the... Yeah, he's better dressed than you.
Yeah, that's slow-mo in the blue and white flannel. And Big Pop was next to him in the other flannel with the mini pearl hat. He had just bought a hat, and he still had the price tag on it.
All right, I would just like to tell Matt Drudge, I've seen 90 more interesting things on the web than Slow-Mo and Fez staggering around Macy's together. There's all kinds of fun, great stuff that you could put on there. Why grab the most homeless-looking out of all the homeless, Fez, the most confused out of all the confused, Fez, and put him on there?
I would have no problem if Matt Drudge took down this video right now. He may even have to hear from an attorney. I am not homeless.
Well, then what are you doing there?
I was invited, and then I really couldn't get out of it.
Trenchmouth, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah, what's up?
I think a great show would be the Homeless Fez and Black Ron Bennington show.
Damn. That's for that nickname the other day, Dave. That's for that goddamn nickname.
Damn.
866-RUN-0-FEZ. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. Rick, you're on Fez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered how much money was spent on all the homeless for the weekend.
Oh, there was tons of money spent out there.
Oh, yeah, the homeless, they were all given American Express gift cards. Actually, they weren't allowed to hold them. They were used for them, so anytime they wanted to make a purchase, it came off of those gift cards. Then, a lot of the people in the crowd at the Short Hills Mall were just spending their own money on the homeless and handing them stuff.
Well, O&A will be in tomorrow. We'll let them deal with some of this stuff that's coming in. I don't want to steal any of, obviously it's not ours. Fez dove into the Drudge Report somehow and took that away.
That's really embarrassing. I'm just hoping none of my family in Florida click on the Drudge Report today.
I sent it around to your family.
Why would you send that out?
They're on my mass mailer.
Take them off of there. There's no need for them to be on your mass mailers. They're going to see something they're not supposed to see.
What's that mean? I'm sending porn?
They're going to see me and think I'm homeless.
And that you have a back problem, too. Look a little hunchback.
Yeah, he does. It's an elderly look. If you want to know the truth,
really?
It's an elderly look. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, buddies.
Yeah.
The other reason why the mayor was a little anxious today was because today in Boston they're actually counting all the homeless. They're having 300 volunteers go out into the city and count all the homeless, and ironically it was the day that the homeless shopping spree replayed on BCN.
Why would they want to count the homeless? Why not just get them off the street?
It's Menino. What can I say?
Tomorrow we're going to count the hungry and then abused children. We're going to drive around and count children that are abused.
Good luck counting the homeless. They're quicker than they look, and they're very good hiders.
I see one that's very slow, disheveled, and just staggering around. I think it's time for the entire show to apologize to ADF.
No, ADF is the cause of all this.
It's basically what ADF saw that day in the store. You get into a store, you get confused.
Were you wearing that outfit? when you were in the Apple store and ADF spotted you?
No, I was dressed quite nicely when I was spotted 3 weeks ago on the streets and confused for being homeless and muttering.
And staggering and sweating and almost everything that video clip shows you. It's a little scary.
Corey, you're on Ronnie Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Fezzy, you were great yesterday, or Saturday, anyways. I got a couple words with Fezzy on my microphone. He looked like an extra from the Shawshank Redemption, and I think that he was more uncomfortable being around all those people than the people in the mall that were there to shop.
Was it an uncomfortable day for you, Fez?
It was pretty uncomfortable. It really, because I was at a place where I'd never been before. It was crowded.
New Jersey.
Exactly. And I knew I was also couldn't go home anytime I wanted to, which it really plays on my phobias and fears. Because, you know, if I could just say, all right, I'm going to the parking lot, getting in my car and leaving, that's one thing. But to know that I'm actually stuck someplace.
Like here on the air, you're stuck for the next 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Right.
You can't leave.
Yeah.
If you get a bad feeling, if you don't feel like the show is working, there's nothing you can do. You start to have either a panic attack on the air, forget about it. We don't break here.
Right, yeah.
You're stuck. You can't get out, Fez.
Okay, that's really starting to make me nervous and making the palms sweat a little bit there. Just the fact that I wouldn't be able to get to my home if I really felt I needed to.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
This mic will be on, and things are expecting it out of you.
Yeah, that's a little rough. That's got the room spinning a little bit on me. All right, now I just got to kind of hang on. Because I'm getting weirded out just from hearing all that. Because, yeah, that's the feeling I had at the mall. And I shouldn't get it in here.
You're talking crazy right now.
Am I?
Yeah. A lot of it is gibberish.
All right, my head's just kind of rushing right now.
Maybe someone slipped him some kind of drug at the homeless shopping spree. Like some acid or something. Because he didn't look even like himself.
How many times did he just say that?
Once?
No. All right, it is the Ron and Fez Show. We have been together for about 10 years as a show. Spent some time at WNEW Talk in New York City before the little debacle.
I think everyone knows what it was, Ronnie. Sex for Sam 3, I believe. St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Which brought all that fun to a stop, but here we are back with O&A again. And by the way, O&A are supposed to be... Now, I don't know whether they're going to be on O'Reilly tonight, but O'Reilly is doing something about the homeless shopping spree. That was on the other day.
Yeah, on the O'Reilly Factor on Fox News tonight at 8 o'clock. I know on his website, I think there's a poll where you can vote that says, have Opie and Anthony gone too far?
Oh, please put down no.
I already voted yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we should probably make that. Fez was actually part of the homeless shopping spree. Now, if you were listening, was it last Saturday, Fez?
It was this past Saturday at the Short Hills Mall in New Jersey.
There was a little bit of a problem. Fez is a loner. He's a different kind of guy. I can't go through everything to explain everything there is about Fez, but Fez is a little different than most people. Now, you do have a home, supposedly.
Yes, I have a home. There's no even supposedly about it. Yes, I have a very nice, I'd say, fashionable apartment that I live in.
What neighborhood?
It's on Roosevelt Island.
No further questions.
But
no further questions. He does live on Roosevelt Island. If you've ever been over to Roosevelt Island, you've probably only been there once. And if you've ever watched the movie Dark Water, you won't even do that again. That's a little frightening.
Yeah, that was a movie shot on Roosevelt Island, took place on Roosevelt Island, where for some reason raw sewage, not just raw sewage, haunted raw sewage was flowing through the ceilings of the apartments in Roosevelt Island.
It's a great movie, and in one scene you can see Fez's car. It's, so, you know, he lives a different kind of lifestyle. So because of that, he was out, I guess you were in the Apple store a couple days ago?
Yeah, this was actually a couple weeks back. I was in the Apple store, just wandering around on Fifth Avenue, the brand new Apple store there, and just checking out the place. I had never been in there before. Me, I don't like to go out at night, Ronnie.
You're kind of a homeboy.
Exactly. Yeah, I like to stay in the comfort of my home.
Never took a bride?
No, never married, oddly enough.
Wonder why. And so at this time, normally when you get home at night, you stay home at night. So he goes out this night. He's in the Apple store. A couple of listeners see him. They recognize him, but they think, well, this guy is too shoveled and confused to be Fez Whatley. It's a homeless guy who looks like Fez. These two listeners, one Sheepy, the other ADF, they tried to take a picture of you with the picture phone, thinking, I'll take a picture of this homeless guy who's the spitting image of Fez and send it to Ron Fez, only to find out that it was you.
Yeah, these two knuckleheads thought they had a coup. We found a homeless guy that looks just like Fez Whatley. Well, Ron, it was me. It was Fez.
And they described you as muttering to yourself, looking disheveled, looking confused. It is how you get sometimes when you're not focused.
Me, I don't see it whatsoever. I thought I looked fine that night. There was nothing wrong with how I was dressed or acting that night.
So as half a gag, I phone up O&A on their show and say to them, hey, is it possible for Fez to join you for the homeless shopping spree? They went gangbusters for it. So you were with, 8, 9 other guys?
Yeah, there was 9 homeless guys on the homeless shopping spree bus. 9 of them, there was red, blue, slow motion, just one after another. I can't tell you how bad that the bus reeked. And now I am somehow lumped in with all of the actual homeless as we head to the mall in New Jersey.
How was that day? Because it was great radio last Saturday.
Ronnie, the homeless, they are exhausting. They're like homeless little toddlers that you take out. They were exhausting, and they don't follow any directions. They haven't bathed in as long as they've been without homes and showers that go along with that.
All right, but as a person that was involved inside, you weren't sitting there from O&A's vantage point, high above it all. You were on the bus. You were shopping with them. Would you say this was a positive experience or a negative experience?
It was an absolute negative experience. There was nothing positive. What positive thing could come out of this?
Well, you're buying clothes for people like yourself.
Not people like me, for the homeless. Yes, and it was just annoying. They don't listen to a word you say, and I'm lumped in with them. All those people that showed up at the Short Hills Mall, they're all just chanting Homeless Fez at me.
Right, but see, here's the point. I mean, you're saying the homeless won't listen. One of the reasons that they are homeless is because they can't follow rules. Oh, that's something you got to work slow with.
It's the most advanced case of ADD I've ever seen.
So, okay, so you went out, you did a little shopping, you had fun, you got a lot of great jokes off on O&A. Everybody was very happy with you.
I thought I made the best out of a horrible circumstance.
Right.
I did the best I could.
And you thanked O&A, and everything went great, and you came home all positive, and you're like, oh, man, this is great. I had a great time with O&A. I made a lot of new friends. I can't wait till we start on the station this week. Well, what happens is right away, 1 or 2 days later, and I want to tell you the truth, this happens occasionally with O&A. Some of the little things that they do draws controversy. For whatever reason, Fez.
Yeah, I think I know the reasons.
So, for whatever reasons, these things happen. So, the mayor of Boston, I guess, is bitching about him, right?
Yeah, Mayor Medino.
And I guess a couple homeless people that work with the homeless. I don't know what their job is.
Some of the advocate groups, yeah.
I don't even know what that job would be called. But
homeless helpers.
All right, homeless helpers were also mad at Fez. Well, not Fez, but in particular, but the entire thing. So what ends up eventually happening is that these things make the paper. They end up on the Drudge Report. And I take a look at the Drudge Report one morning when I get up. I read the first article where the mayor is disgusted with Opie and Anthony. I read the next article with some homeless advocate. He's disgusted with the whole thing. Then they have video. And on this video, as I hit this from my house, front page of the Drudge Report, there is what they think is a homeless person being mocked and being picked on. And this person now, this video has shown up on Fox News, it's shown up on MSNBC, but it's not a homeless person. It's Fez Whatley of the Ron and Fez Show.
It's me. It's me in the mall with the homeless people. But are they focusing on any of them? No, they've got the cameras on me. And Ron, it was one of those situations. We had just walked in to Macy's. We were in the cologne department. One of the homeless guys picks up a thing of perfume, squirts it at me. It goes in my eye. So this is the one piece of video they can capture from an entire event? It's me looking homeless with the homeless and now blinded and staggering through Macy's like I am just the most out of it indigent there is.
Now, who took the video of you? Do you know?
I have no idea who was taking that video. I don't remember.
But it was definitely a listener because there was a lot of video and pictures being took all day, right?
Yeah. I mean, everyone had their video cameras. Everyone had camera phones to pick out this 10 seconds worth of video. And for that to make the Drudge Report, it seems almost conspiracy theory. Like everyone is out to get me.
Now, you even said family members saw this?
Yeah, so it's on the Drudge Report. So my brother in Florida sees it. He calls my parents. They see it. They are mortified, Ronnie. And I mean mortified.
They're upset with it because they know, here we are. We thought we raised him well. We thought he was doing okay. And you look like a homeless guy.
Oh, yeah, and it's not like, hey, what happened that they think you're homeless? It's like, are you all right? Is everything okay? Of course, they take Drudge's side. They take the homeless side of this.
So here's what I love about it. If you click on this and you go to YouTube, it's already been watched by over 100,000 people.
Yeah, like 108,000 people now have checked out this video, and people across the country think I'm homeless. You know how popular this YouTube thing got. And you know what? I end up on YouTube the year that it takes off.
Yeah, right.
What's the problem here?
That is true.
This is insane.
All right, here's the other beauty of this. If you go on it and click on this, you will see pictures of Fez, and it says stuff like the outrage is using the homeless as public spectacles instead of respecting their innate humanity. So people that don't know who you are naturally feel like you're being hassled. And it says, that poor man, he looks insane. He's stumbling around talking to himself.
See? And they think that's me. They think that's the real me, Ronnie.
Exploitation is one thing, but intentionally spraying perfume in a homeless man's eyes for a reaction is sickening. That poor man.
It was, I know the whole perfume thing was an accident, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like I'm homeless and being tortured.
And here's the funny thing. It was a homeless guy that sprayed you in the face, right?
Yes.
So really, this is a tax on the homeless on you. All right, now I'm looking up, Fezzy, and I see on the giant screens that we have here, they're showing stuff for O'Reilly later. It was a different homeless guy being shown next to O&A.
Well, thank goodness for that so far, at least in the promo, that I haven't been, promoed on Fox News all day long.
Yeah, that is good.
Thank God for small miracles. You know what? Has my life come to this, where I'm thanking the Lord because I wasn't in a homeless promo for the O'Reilly Factor?
So when you go to YouTube, you see this stuff like people feeling bad for Fez that don't know him, but then other people are writing, Fezzy, love the homeless look. Roosevelt Island is just one step away from actually being homeless.
All right, there's a lot of what you would call indigents on Roosevelt Island, yes.
Another note just says, Whatley has a homeless posse. Fez is now the face of the homeless.
Does this face look homeless? Look at this face, Ronnie. Look at this sweet face.
Then this one, this is kind of sad. It says, look at that pathetic man in the blue knit cap. Poor guy. Must be the best day of his life.
Worse. Substitute worse in there, please.
Hey, William. William, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy?
Hey, buddies.
What do you say?
Well, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, William.
Hey, Fuzzy, I know things are turning around, but, don't feel bad if you're homeless, man. Bad things happen to people.
You can bounce, buddy.
It's about to turn around for you. Just hang in there. It'll be all right.
Thank you very much, William. Fezzy, if anybody can bounce back from this, it's you.
I've already bounced. I was never homeless. In fact, I don't even have to bounce. I'm not round. I'm flat. There's no bounce to me.
866-313-3733. 866-313-3733. It is the Ron and Fez Show. If you're just tuning in right now, I'm Ron Bennington. There's Fez Whatley.
Hi, everyone.
Going over the fact that Fez joined O&A last Saturday on a homeless shopping spree and somehow has been mistaken by the national media as being a pathetic homeless man who got sprayed in the eye.
Yeah, once this video was on the Drudge Report, that's where it all started. From there, the next day it was on MSNBC. Then it's on Fox News.
Now, I was talking to John Manelli when I come in today, and thanks so much, John, for bringing us in. He says to me, Ron, is there any way that we could get a promotion going pretty quick? There's a lot of heat on Fez. Would he be interested in bum fights? And I go, bum fights with Fez Whatley?
I am not bum fighting. I will not fight the homeless in the streets of New York. That's not going to happen, John Manelli.
How about you, Fez Whatley, the bad man of the Bowery? Bum fights.
No, I would get killed by the homeless. I don't have any homeless skills to take out on the streets.
How do you know? I saw you shake off that spray in the face.
Yeah, that's all I need, some perfume right in the eye, and I'm gone. And I'm down for the count.
All right, I'm going to put that down immediately. No perfume in any fight. Zero perfume, or else we're out of there. I'll take my bum home. This was also the featured thing on AOL today, Fezzy. AOL's featured videos, and they had it up as hobos, which I haven't even heard that term in a million years.
All right, I'm not homeless, but now I'm offended all of a sudden that I'm being called a hobo. You know I'm not. I've said I'm not homeless, but to call me a hobo is just downright rude and rude.
I would like homeless American.
American on the run is what I am. Just a nightmare. And why is this still going on? I mean, this thing happened last Saturday. I can understand outrage last Saturday if there's going to be any.
Right.
I can understand maybe a Drudge recap on Monday.
Yeah.
All right, now we've moved into Wednesday, and it's not slowing down? The video's not going away?
You know what I like about this, Fez, is maybe we could spin this back positive, and now we call Oprah those people. And look, homeless guy has his own radio show in New York now.
We call Oprah with that, then I'm the next James Fry. 6 months later, I'm going to be sitting on her damn couch getting screamed at. Why did you lie?
You know what? As long as you end up with James Fry's money, I wouldn't care about it. James Fry was sitting there going, yeah, I know, I lied. Let me see. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. This is great. All right, we're going to be back with more of this. It is the Ron and Fez Show. Talking about our own Fez Whatley, who was part of the O&A homeless shopping spree, and now has become what Anthony calls you, Fez, the face of the homeless.
Yeah, I don't mind being the face of things, but the face of the homeless, that starts to get to me. That's where I think, you know what? Someone should have been watching out for me, Opie and Anthony, when I was on this homeless shopping spree.
You feel like they let you down?
I was let down. I feel like I was not only let down, but set up as well.
You know what I worry about? This could be, as, you know, the heat starts to catch on, somebody could end up taking you for a ride. You better learn to keep that trap of yours shut, Fezzy.
Well, this had nothing to do with me, really. You were the one, Ron, that called Opie and Anthony and said, hey, could I get Fez in the homeless shopping spree?
I don't know. I just kind of find the whole thing offensive. Tim, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Fez.
Yeah, Tim.
Hey, man. You're going against all of us homeless dudes.
Where are you calling from if you're homeless?
It's like Top Cat. He actually is just hooked up to a telephone pole somewhere.
Right now he's having a trash can lid full of fish bones.
Come on now.
Starving. Oh, we got any fish bones over there?
If you're so unhomeless, why don't you give me a free T-shirt?
Yeah, why don't you give him something,
me a
Fez?
Fez T-shirt.
Yeah, give him a Fez's homeless T-shirt.
I don't have a Fez's homeless T-shirt.
Oh, they didn't give you those yet?
No.
Tom didn't hook you up with those yet?
That's coming up later on. Fez, you got to start and take care of your homeless brothers out there.
We're not getting Fez's homeless T-shirts, are we?
I believe we know who. We got No Filter Paul on here, and he, I believe, was with you that day, Fez?
Yeah, No Filter Paul was there as part of the homeless shopping spree.
Hey, Paul, how you doing, pal?
Hey, guys, how you doing? Welcome to Free FM.
Thank you.
I just wanted to give you some background on how your video ended up on Drudge. I got an email saying that they just posted the articles from the Globe and the Herald on Drudge.
Right.
So I had just finished editing. I had 8 different videos of the homeless shopping spree, including, video of the guys being bought stuff by the public, by them dressing in their new stuff, getting off the bus. And I went up to Drudge, and I sent them all 8 of the videos, and I said, here, you can see from these, nobody was mistreated. These guys were taken care of. And, of course, you know which video they decided to pick.
The pathetic-looking one where the guy gets sprayed in the face and he's bouncing off the walls.
So what you're basically saying is Drudge had 8 different videos to choose from, looked for the most pathetic one, and chose Fez. Chose me.
Absolutely. All 8 of them are up on YouTube. You can search with, Opie and Anthony, or you can just search with Fez, and you'll find the 2 that feature you, of which this would be one.
You limey bastard. Why in the world would you send video of me into the Drudge Report?
Hey, Paul, how come nobody from any of these, like Fox News or MSNBC owes you any money?
Well, that's a good question. I actually sent an email into Fox to ask, what if they ask permission. I don't. Maybe one of the rules on YouTube, once you post your video on there or on Break.com or on OpieandAnthony.com or any of those sites,
right?
Maybe you're consenting to, anyone can take whatever they like.
I would not mind getting this up on like some kind of America's Funniest Home Videos. Let's see what happens when this homeless guy gets sprayed in the face.
No filter, Paul. I'll give you a shilling or a 6 pence, whatever it is, for you to destroy all these things.
Fez, that's $800 American money.
What?
We'll let Mr. Bennington decide about that.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Okay, guys, have a good show.
Take care, my friend. All right, 866-313-FREE, 866-313-FREE. Here is, look who it is, Fezzy. It's the Blowhard. How you doing, Blowhard?
Now TV is obsolete once again from 6 to 9. Welcome back to the Big Apple, guys.
Oh, what a blowhard this guy is.
Boy, I tell you, he can blow this one.
Yeah, he goes.
You guys are the Leo Gorsey and Hunts Hall of radio. God bless.
All right, I call Hunts Hall.
I guess I'm Gorski or whatever it was.
Leo Gorsey. Anyway, Fezzy.
Yes.
You're in heavy rotation, not only in this country, but I got a call from a cousin of mine, cousin Olaf, who's vacationing for the holidays in Norway. You've made the Norwegian news television network.
How come every time O&A do something stupid, it's not local news, it has to get thrown out worldwide?
Yeah, it has to make its rounds across the globe.
And it's in a bleeding heart country, socialist country like Norway, where they're portraying you as being an abused victim getting sprayed in the face. And my question is this, Fez. Why didn't you shave, and why did you wear that $2.99 hat?
That is the way he dresses on the weekends. It really is.
That is my normal wintertime cap that I wear. I didn't go out of the ordinary. I have a natural beard.
It's almost as if you were trying to, deceive the public with that look.
You know what I'm going to do, Earl? I'm going to give you $500. Take Fezzy out for some Rockaware. I don't know where you got to do some Sean John. Where do you take the kids nowadays? Fat Farm. Where do you take guys like him?
Oh, that's just mean. I'm not that big.
No, it is. It's actually FAT.
Come on, Fez. Meet me at the big and tall.
No sense in him going down the tall wing. That's a waste of time.
We're going to the Husky section.
All right. Seriously, this is overseas now, Blowhard?
I got to report an email that your friend from the radio, Fez, because they're big Opie and Anthony, Ron and Fez fans.
Right.
My cousin, he's there for Christmas, and he said he saw it on the Norwegian news, but they were just talking about how the homeless are being treated cruelly in New York City this time of year, and they had the same clip that's been on Fox News, it's been on MSNBC, it's everywhere. Headline news.
This is ridiculous.
It's beyond insane. I'm going to end up getting some sort of trip offered to me by the King of Norway to, go there and end up being the guest of the king, Olaf or whatever his name is.
You might end up taking over that place, Fizz. You might be doing very well for yourself.
They'll be freaked. I'll show up there with some sort of tan.
Just, show them that you've learned how to drive, that you're brushing your teeth now. Every little thing that you do from this point on, everybody's going to be thrilled with. Oh, look, he's not drunk tonight. He's made his bed. And you'll be getting the kind of excitement and the kind of love that you've always wanted from your mother.
Yeah, and as soon as they find out I have an address, people are going to turn on me yet again.
Scotty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi. Great to hear you on the radio again. It's just made a reason to live here.
Thank you, my friend.
I was curious. The early pictures on the videos, it looks like Fezzy's coat is very close to his body. Then later on in the videos, he's got all bulked up, like he's been kind of taking advantage of the situation. Do you have any reason why that was happening?
He basically looks like Fagin from Oliver. He's got gloves with the fingertips cut out, and he's telling the kids you got to pick a pocket or two.
I wouldn't mind working with some orphan boys. That would be no problem.
Well, you're not allowed to. And you know why, and I'm not going to bring it up on the radio. This is a fresh start from you.
Right.
Nobody needs to know about your past. Matter of fact, homeless is one of the least despicable things about you.
Yeah, this is my new start. Homeless on the streets. This is my reputation, Ron.
Starting from scratch, buddy. I love it. Work your way up.
I'm from the streets and into 92.3 free.
Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got a chance to call in your first day back, and being the holidays and all, Fezzy, I want to offer you. I got a garage apartment here in Jersey.
Nice.
You don't have heat, but you can have it for free.
Who do I look like, Fonzie? I'm going to go live above you, the Cunninghams?
You got a garden apartment in the Garden State. What more do you want?
I want people to quit calling me homeless. That's what I would like to get out of this.
It's the Ron and Homeless Fez Show, 92.3 Free FM. Very, very excited to be back in New York. Fez, we got something sent to us from a listener friend of ours named Sleeves, and it's a song about your homeless trek. You're listening to the Ron and Fez Show.
Fezzy woke in his cardboard chalet, rolled in a rug in his homelessy way. He said, I'm gonna go out to Short Hills today, to the mall on a spree, courtesy Owen Day. Oh, the men say that you can't live this way, rolled in a rug in a box by the bay, where the cold winds will bite ya and your old friends will spite ya, with no one to hold ya and nothing to like ya. Bezzy limped in his junkyard disguise, put gloves on his feet and perfume in his eyes. As the cameras were running, he touted his rise. I'm the face of the homeless, I'm the Fez of the flies. All the men say you can't live this way, rolled in a rug in a box by the bay, where the cold winds will bite ya and your old friends will spite ya, with no one to hold ya and nothing to like ya. Bezzy got on the bus with his friends, Grey Wolf and Slow-Mo, Annette and Big Red. They'd shopped at the mall and got fancy new threads. Now they had a new king, and King Fez Murray said, Obey Fez, even though he's homeless. Fez, even if Drudge finally dispels the lies, he's the Fez of the flies. He's the Fez of the flies.
What a nutty song to introduce ourselves to people as Fez.
Insane, but I'll tell you what, it made me a little sentimental. It made me worry about, what if I really was homeless, Ronnie? I'd be sad.
And then you hear all your homeless buddies in there, and you really are the king of the homeless now. Josh, you're on the Ron and Fez Show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, Fez, you have nothing to worry about. I watched, unfortunately, I've never seen that show before, but I watched the Riley Report on the Fox News. He wasn't on it. I have to say that's too bad. I was kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah,
but they definitely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You go ahead, buddy.
Thank you. Well, I don't know. I'm just kind of a little mad how they smashed the homeless shopping spree. I mean, Opie and Anthony were trying to help the homeless, obviously, and poor Fez. Like I think it helped Fez.
I know it helped Fez, and I know it helped everybody involved. The O'Reilly thing was a little much ado about nothing last night, but he did have the girlfriend on there that was, I guess, bashing O&A, and she was the girlfriend of Bill Murray from Scrooged, and she said that Lumpy has really ruined Christmas this year.
She was from the Coalition for the Homeless.
Yeah, and that's a nice coalition, but everybody goes about things differently.
Yeah, to me it was a win-win situation. O&A got a nice broadcast out of it. The homeless got some shoes and boom boxes. If there was a win-win-lose, it was probably me who ended up being labeled as homeless all over the country.
Well, what I love about it is a way to play into Opie's hands. That's the thing that cracks me up. He couldn't be any happier than to have O'Reilly and the bumpkins on there acting like this show is terrible. Turn them on if you don't believe me. Every morning, turn them on. You will see when I'm talking. Fez Whatley, I got word from Opie. They want to welcome back the king of the homeless. Opie said, please wear the wig and keep the clothes disgusting. So what I'd like to do is to get Fez some real homeless clothes. The stuff that you wore last time was just a little down. You've got to make it look like you were sleeping outside for a couple of days. Or maybe do this. Sleep out for a couple of days.
All right, first of all, I was really not wanting to go on the homeless
The king of the homeless is back. Fez is back. Fez is back. Fez is back.
I was hoping to avoid that not a good experience 3 years ago on the last homeless shopping spree.
Not a good experience to be on CNN? Not a good experience to be on the front page of Drudge?
Ooh. I was on CNN on the front page of Drudge because a homeless person had sprayed cologne in my face and right my eye.
That's right. You took it the hard way. You brought a lot of pride to 202 that day.
And I was
You brought a lot of pride. The king of the homeless is back.
What about me? Fez, has money.
You've got no word on you.
I don't actually. I'm very close to literally being homeless. I have no money. I certainly could use a shopping spree. I really could for my children. I'm not even getting them any gifts.
I've asked Opie by private messenger if we can make the deal happen for you.
A PM you sent him?
Yeah, I sent him a PM. Still, no word.
My children are going without gifts. I need to buy them like diapers and formula and maybe a present.
Why don't you just get them work boots
on their first Christmas? I really could use it, and I'm very close to having DirecTV shut my TV off for starters, and I need this homeless shopping spree. What's the deal? What's the dilly the deer?
That is a good point. We are Buddays. It's the Ronnie Fez show on a chilly, I would go so far to say chilly weekday. Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, Chris Stanley, Mustard McDonald. We're all here, the whole gang.
Hey, wait a second. That's
Davey Mack,
not me.
You are Mustard.
That isn't me. That guy's got like 10 years on me, I think.
That guy is... Are you ready for his age?
Yeah.
33.
Oh, okay. Well, that guy's got 6 months on me.
I was just talking to Ope about it. That is you. That is you without a mom. You are one mom away from being Mustard.
It was mustard in the garbage can with the half-eaten sandwich.
Fezzy, you should not really buzz balls on your fellow homeless.
I am not homeless. I'm just going on the homeless shopping spree next week.
You know what? But there's something sincerely great about that. As I think about it, you're like one of those broadcast journalists who shows us what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a little kid, I must have been like 6th or 7th grade, and at school there was this paperback book, and it must have been like left over from like... It must have been done in the 60s. I can't figure out exactly when it was done. And I've never seen it again. But it's one of those things that you get in school and then you do like a report on. Mm-hmm. And it was called Black Like Me. And a guy kind of put some tan on. He was a white guy. He put some tan on and went down south to live like a black person. And then reported back to us what it was like to be a black person. And Fezzy, this is you right now, homeless like me.
Unfortunately, I don't want to, but I'm going to be embedded with the homeless next week.
I love that gimmick too, embedded. You're like one of those. You live like them. You're with them, and then you report back to the rest of us.
Maybe he should live
until they catch me and turn on me.
He could live in the tunnels too. Be a mole person.
How long you want to live in the tunnels?
I don't want to live in the tunnels at all.
You should do a homeless thing all week and be ready for this.
Remember,
same clothes.
Real World Season 1, Julie lived with the homeless for a couple of years. Fez can outduel Julie. Fez is a lot tougher than Julie from Real World Season 1.
No, first of all, that girl was unbelievable.
Very beautiful breasts.
I'm not going to put Fez up against any of the Season 1s. I'll put him against anybody from Season 5, but none of the Season 1s. He's not ready for that.
Season 5,
you want to start now?
Here.
No.
Start being homeless from this point on?
It's freezing outside. It's like 22 degrees.
Perfect. Fezzy, how many days do you think you can go as a homeless person?
I couldn't make one day, Ron. I would die out there.
What day are we doing this? Thursday?
Yeah.
Start Monday.
Perfect. I'm sure Fez has a winter coat. That's all you really need.
I would need a winter house.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you.
Die outside.
I'm going to give you socks for your hands.
He can use mine. I have them on right now as we speak.
Oh, Mustard. You have nothing and you're willing to give away your precious treasures.
Sure, I look out for my fellow.
Just a fellow. Here's Keith in San Francisco.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to nominate Fez right off the bat for the Beanie Cup for being embedded with the homeless next week. I think it's wonderful.
Yay!
Today's Beanie Cup goes to...
Homeless Fez Whatley.
Okay, I don't want to be homeless. I just want to make everyone
Do you want to
clear
start
on that.
right now?
No.
Or Monday? How about Monday, you come in your homeless clothes, and you make it till Thursday? Fezzy?
Living on the streets?
Yes. Living on the streets. Getting handouts. You can report back to us. And then, when you go out and you get yourself work boots, you're not going to feel like such a sham like you were 3 years ago. This time, fucking CNN will have to respect you.
We could even give Chris Stanley Fez's keys, and Chris Stanley gets to use the Fez pad for 3 days.
You in, Chris?
Fuck it, I'll feed the cat.
To make sure that Fez doesn't go back to his apartment.
You'll get drunk and kill my cat.
And Chris takes his wallet, too, except for his serious identification.
Call Franklin. We need video of this.
I am not going to be out on the streets in freezing cold weather.
This is awesome.
You'll kill me. I have a heart condition.
Perfect backstory.
That's even better. Well, most of those homeless people have some kind of medical problem.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
Usually it's just bad toes.
Chris, you and Dave are in charge of Homeless Fez during the daytime. Franklin is in charge of him during nighttime. And if Franklin needs to put the crew together, by all means.
Okay.
Easy.
And then also, let somebody know something's wrong with the hot tub in my bathroom. So have that taken care of.
All right.
Because I almost feel homeless right now.
We'll get a plumber. Don't worry.
Oh, I think we need an engineer.
You have a hot tub?
Here is Paul in New Jersey.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I think it'd be good for Fez to live on the streets. It'll probably put his life in perspective. He won't be as depressed.
All right, what are the rules here, Fezzy? Same clothes, obviously. Do you get any money for food, or do you have to just dig in the trash, Dave style?
I think I should get food and hotel.
Well, you can't have hotel. That's out. You're homeless, not hotelful.
He gets the money he earns on the street. I mean, he's allowed to panhandle. Just don't get shot like the guy in Times Square yesterday.
Do yourself a favor and learn a song.
Yeah.
A guy shot yesterday in Times Square?
Times Square, right around here. Yeah, I was walking home from work, all this police tape, and I go, what happened? Scam artists, they were running some scam on tourists. Plainclothes cop says, hey, what's going on? Let me see some ID. The guy starts running. The cop says, well, let me see the ID. Guy takes out a machine pistol, fires 2 rounds at the cop.
How's a machine pistol?
It's like it fires 30 rounds.
An Uzi. He had a fucking Uzi.
Well, they called it a machine pistol. Thank you. And on CNN. Thanks.
Why is a guy like that? Why do you need a fucking Uzi to sit and just do the old fucking shell game?
I don't know.
The whole point is if you're going to be a con man, you work without weapons. If not, just put a fucking Uzi up to someone's head and take their wallet like an animal.
So the cop, the guy got only 2 rounds off at the policeman before the gun jammed, and the cop shot him and killed him. So, good job, I guess, by the cop. But I was right outside the Marriott Hotel, and I was walking to Port Authority, and there was police tape all over the place.
Fez, didn't you just have a similar story?
Yeah, I was just with my parents at the Marriott. The Marquee Theater is there.
Marquee.
Where I took them to see White Christmas. And then you see the police tape, the photo in the Post today with this big sign for White Christmas right above it.
Oh, so this wasn't when your parents were there?
No, it's a week later.
Oh, so
just happened.
I see Fez last night. So he says to me, my parents are all excited because when they were here, I took them to White Christmas and there was a shooting. And, they're all, they got their real New York moment, he says to me. So, because I see him on my street when he was going to theater practice. So, and I made him late for theater practice, which he was freaking out about. I got to go. But I thought it happened when they were here.
No, it happened yesterday.
Why would you make the connection between the two?
Because I just had them there like a week before.
Well,
right in that spot.
I walk in that spot every day.
In that driveway.
I guess.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Anyway,
could have been them.
When there was police tape, this old guy was yelling at the cop because he couldn't get into the Marriott. And the cop's like, this is a homicide scene. You're just going to have to bear with us for a few moments. The old guy rushes under the tape, starts to run because he had to do something in the hotel, and the guy cuffed him.
John, you're on Fez.
Hey there, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
How about this? Well, Fezzy is homeless out on the street.
Homeless.
How about we have Davey McDaddy Donald stay at Fezzy's apartment?
Because I don't want the homeless in my home while I'm on the streets.
You're going to change that attitude.
I really had the idea, but I thought Chris Stanley could use a nice break and have 3 days. Plus, I have a family. I'm not sure I could just move from the Roosevelt Island.
Let me tell you something, Grapes of Wrath. At the end of this week, you're going to feel so much better about your fellow man. And I bet you end up appreciating your life more.
I bet I end up dead. It's below freezing outside.
That's why I want you to...
I have to eat.
Well, yes.
There's shelters.
Go to a soup kitchen. But I also can I just give you a smart idea here?
Uh-huh.
Heating grate. You just lay on one of those Subway heating grates and put a piece of plastic over you and it makes a nice little fan.
Yeah. You can go into a bank, too. Just fucking wait till someone comes out. Just hang out in the bank. Sleep in there.
Next to the ATM machine?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's always a great fucking feeling when you have to step over people to get to your ATM. Greg, the trucker, you're on Run Fez.
Yes, sir, Mr. B. I'm hauling some of the finest refrigerators. I'll take one of them boxes off them and bring it out there for Fez to sleep in one of those boxes.
Fez, it might not be a bad idea for you to get a big box. Now, you got a weekend to get yourself together for Monday night. You got a whole weekend. And then, obviously, when you're working, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want you sleeping in the office at night. We're going to run your ass.
Yeah, we will make sure he exits the building and does not enter.
How are you going to make sure?
I'm going to tell security, especially the lesbo. He doesn't like you.
And if you make yourself...
she can take me.
A couple of bucks there on the street, sucking cock, whatever you need to do, you can go into a theater at night, sleep in there. But then the guy will come along with a fucking stick and just keep hitting you on the foot to wake you up.
Go to 53rd and 3rd. That's where Dee Ramone went.
Well, when's he supposed to get there? In 83?
Right, because now it's PJ Clark's. Well, maybe go there if you want sliders then.
You know what?
Can I give you on the feet too?
Can I give you some fucking advice about PJ Clark's? Stay away from the sliders and go for the real burger. It's so much better than the sliders.
I've done both. Sometimes I get sliders before the burger. I'm
telling you, the burgers are a million times better than the sliders. I'm amazed with it.
All right.
I feel like going there right now.
Oh, yes. It's Friday.
Let me give me a couple minutes to shake the homeless guy and I'll meet you over there.
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Out of all the years I've known you, and it's been like 3.
It's been a lot longer.
This is the proudest I've ever been of you.
For being homeless?
No, for seeing what it's like to be homeless. At Christmas, you're showing us how to be Christmassy. You're dealing with your fellow man.
It's like Scrooged and Groundhog's Day mixed into one.
It's like Groundhog
Christmas
Scrooge.
keeps happening over and over?
Yeah.
Just, Fezzy, stop making it into a negative.
It is a negative. Being on the streets isn't a positive.
Will you do this? Can I count on you?
I do not want to
I know you don't
this.
want to do it, but would you look at me? Could you do this?
I don't think I can make it.
Dude, come on. Just once in your life, go with the bit. You're going to show O&A that they can go out there and get these mustard-come-latelys, and it's nothing like what they've got right here under their own noses. And let's face it, O&A won't even fucking look at you. They think you're the weird, strange guy with a dumb wig. And you're going to fucking show them.
And if Franklin gets good footage, I guarantee you could sell this to A&E for a Christmas special.
Make sure you get footage of you jerking off outside.
Well, maybe not A&E then.
Why not?
Maybe one of the cable networks.
Go to S&M.
I think this is a bad idea. I haven't even checked with a doctor to see if I can do this.
Homeless don't have doctors, brother.
Just got the bottle.
Garth, Indiana, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, I got a little radio psychic here for you.
Well, then, hold on, before you give it away, let me...
Radio psychic.
Fezzy, while you're out, buddy, while you're being homeless, Chris Stanley's watching your place. He's going to get reefer madness and put your cat in the oven.
Don't worry about that. Jay in Nevada, you're on Fez.
Hey, I want to know if Fezzy, if he dies on the bus on the way back to Florida, will Dave bury him?
Oh, man. I'm telling you, if you piss yourself and then Dave puts you in new clothes and you're right outside Miami and you're dead and Dave's just hugging you, I'm not a dry eye in the fucking house.
Fez is walking here.
You know, I saw that film in the theater last year, and during that scene, I just fucking stood up in the theater. I started screaming, no, don't tell me Dustin Hoffman's dead.
Poor John Boy.
Oh, God, it's I love seeing these classic films on a big screen.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see new movies anymore. I just want to see my favorite fucking movies that I never saw on the big screen.
It's
on the big
something
screen.
else. It is. It's great.
It's fantastic.
When I saw Raging Bull, I didn't realize how loud the bull noises were.
Fezzy.
Yes.
You want a warm weekend? Or do you want to start right now?
I want a warm weekend.
All right, Fezzy starts Monday. Fezzy.
I didn't mean to agree to that.
This works on so many levels. It's, number one, a chance to say to the homeless, you've got somebody who cares, somebody who's with you, Fez Whatley.
But I don't care.
Two, and for Fez, this is probably more important, a giant fuck you to O&A for not making this completely about Fez and going out and getting these homeless come-latelys.
Yeah.
You're the only holdover, I believe, from the last time out.
Yeah, this is not a reunion special next week.
You're
that's
the
for
only
sure.
one alive. You are the living one.
You make me feel like I fought in World War I.
In many ways, you have. There is a war going on in yourself. I probably can get you a free meal at F.H. Riley's Saturday night at the big party.
Yeah, he's got today and tomorrow to live it up. Drink up today and tomorrow.
And Sunday.
And Sunday, because then it's
And then
over.
Monday, come in your homeless clothes. Warm it up too, brother.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm guessing layers.
Yeah, layer it up.
He should go on like a bit of, he should drink today, tomorrow, and then Sunday, like a homeless person did, as if they drank, went on binge, and then got fired.
Yeah, but you know what? I would cheat a little bit and carb up all weekend. Seriously, carb
Add some
as much
body
as
fat.
Yeah, body fat this thing up. Because you should be treating this. And do me a favor. Get a hold of 60 Minutes, the new Good Morning America team, 2020. I want the people out there.
I'll try and get my dad to call Stephanopoulos. They met one time.
Where at?
At St. Benedict's, my dad's high school. Stephanopoulos had a luncheon. My dad was there. Shook his hand.
Nice. All right, so that's done. So I can figure that done.
Greek food.
Let's go over to Brian in Manhattan.
Ronnie B, how are you, brother?
Good, man.
I'm a fireman in Manhattan, right on 29th Street. We're right down the block from the Bellevue Men's Homeless Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, Fezzy will not last 15 minutes in that place. They will eat him up. It's like Los Isoles Spaceport in there.
All right.
I've never seen a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Do me a favor. We've got a weekend here. help make him a shank. He doesn't know how to do it himself.
That's possible.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed in one of these shelters.
Do we have a toothbrush?
Because someone wants my, soup or my cot.
I watch enough of those lockdown movies on shows on MSNBC.
Yeah.
You give me a toothbrush right now, I'll fucking get Fez a first-class shank.
I like that you said gig it. That's really fucking nice. Also, we're going to cheat a little bit. Let me know where you're going to be every night. I'll make sure I stop on and drop a 10 spot in your hat.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. I'm going to have to get a hat.
And I'll do a deal like this. This is something we should all be doing. Giving $10 to the homeless.
Instead of a hat, would it creep people out if I just had my wig upside down?
It would be actually fucking more comfortable than if you wore it on your head.
We have some hats upstairs. You don't have to go out and buy hats.
See what the weather's like. Starting Monday.
Yeah, get that 10-day.
Now, the beautiful thing is this, Fez. Unlike the homeless, you've got a job to come into.
Yeah, but what kind of condition am I going to be in?
No different than you are now. You're going to be smelly, creepy with open sores. Exactly like today.
It's the weather is going to be cold, but no rain. It's going to be in your low 30s all week.
What about at nighttime?
At nighttime, it's going to dip down to the low 20s or high teens.
That's when the people die.
See, this is what you don't understand, because I do the same thing. When I check the weather report, it's just the daylight weather report. Because I ain't going to be out in the middle of the night like this homeless idiot.
Fez, remember, I was homeless for 19 days. I can give you some pointers. First of all, you have to steal your dad's Lexus.
Is that what you had, a Lexus?
Yeah, I remember I stayed in my dad's car when I ran away at the age of 25 in the Big Apple. Stayed in my dad's car in the nighttime. It worked.
You forgot to close the sunroof.
I guess when I was 25, I did something similar. I was out like that. Well, I would have considered it, when I ran away from home. I guess I was just taking my children to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For 19 days, but
different experiences. That's all right. I can still relate,
I don't think that you can technically run away after the age of 15. I think even 16, you're no longer a runaway. You're just a guy out.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
How do we start this? So, the homeless shopping spree is in 4 days.
4 days, yeah! Come on, everyone. Let's get pumped.
Have
Come
fun.
on, let's get hot. No?
Yeah, well.
Have a good time.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
Have fun.
I don't think Jimmy officially could do it. I don't think we officially could do it. It's a clusterfuck. I'm not even going to lie to you. And the reason it's a clusterfuck is because we work with rookies. People that work for this channel are rookies. And it has to be said.
Is it rookies or is it a complete lack of understanding of what this show is about and what we've done to
they're rookies.
Be successful?
I'll explain why they're rookies, Ant.
All right.
Because they're in the game. This is like, quote, the majors.
The game. Right.
So they were brought up from the minors, which is some shit radio market from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they are working among us in the big leagues. And they're rookies because they don't really understand what the major leagues are all about yet.
Right.
And I don't feel like sitting around waiting for them to catch up. Mm-hmm. This homeless shopping spree has been a clusterfuck from day one, and I explained it to these guys that if you're going to do the homeless shopping spree, it's got to be done our way. And if you don't want to do it our way, then fine. We pass on the bit. We just pass on and we don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know we were doing the homeless shopping spree until about 2 weeks ago. And I'm not even going to mention names because they're all guilty of something. But someone goes,
"Oh,
they really are." They really are. We'll call them Mondays because no one likes Mondays. They came to us a couple weeks ago and said, "Good news, we're doing the homeless shopping spree." And I basically gave up on the homeless shopping spree this year. We're like, really?
Oh, we are, are
wow,
we?
Really? And then they're like, somebody rolled their eyes at me and said, "Well, come on, man. We've been working on this for 3 months." And that's when I said, 3 months. This is something that should have taken a day. You don't need 3 months to work on the homeless shopping spree.
You just say we're doing it.
If you understand the homeless shopping spree, and if you understand the Opie and Anthony show. See, understanding the homeless shopping spree and understanding the Opie and Anthony show would mean you do your research and go, wow, how did it work in the past? Well, I'll explain how it worked in the past. Anthony and I, how do you call it earlier? It was like a grassroots thing.
Very grassroots, very just kind of, gather some homeless people together.
Right.
Talk to them on the air over an extended period of time, not 1 week.
Not shoving it down everyone's throat in a week because we just found out we are doing it.
So this way, everybody kind of has a vested interest, knows the characters.
Correct.
Knows everybody, and can appreciate when they do something funny or silly or whatever that. And gather them up. At the last minute, announce a mall.
And years past, we announced the mall pretty much the day of the event.
While the bus was on the way.
Yeah, maybe some of the regulars, hardcore inner circle fans, you know, got word where the mall's going to be.
Yeah.
By keeping their ear to the, to the
pavement or tracks or the trail
and then very generically, very grassrooty. We go to the mall and we shop at the homeless. Everyone has a great time. And we broadcast the whole damn thing. And before you know it, we're out of that mall and everyone's like, holy shit, that's one of the most amazing radio events I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it's a bunch of listeners show up. They shop. They buy stuff for the homeless. The homeless have a great time.
Right.
And it's a charity event, literally, without it looking like we're doing some stupid charity event.
Correct.
It's funny. It works on all levels. It works for the show because it's a great, a great piece of radio.
Right.
It's fun listening.
It brings more listeners, in this case, to our channel.
Right.
It brings in revenue for the company. All these things.
And it, amazingly enough, helps the homeless buy coats and stuff like that.
Sure.
And you get listener exposure to the program. And
that's the basics of the homeless shopping spree.
And the mall makes out by making some money.
They make some.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only the homeless shopping, all the listeners go, you know what, I'm at a mall, I'm going to shop today.
And they buy stuff for the homeless. So it's like...
Right. A bunch of listeners walk out with a lot of bags of stuff because they're like, I might as well do my shopping while I'm here. So that's the basics.
That's
the basic of the bit and how the show works, and that's why they're rookies down the hall because they didn't even do the basic research for this damn thing. They decided, well, if we're going to do the homeless shopping spree, we got to get the lawyers involved.
Yeah.
Even though we've done 4 or 5 of these, never really had the lawyers involved, and never had we never had one problem or one issue. Not a one. Know who had a problem with this? The media. And God forbid if Opie and Anthony are plastered all over the media.
Yeah.
They had a problem with this. For no reason, by the way, because nothing went wrong.
Right.
So they get the lawyers involved, and what are the lawyers going to do? They're not going to greenlight shit.
Why would they?
So they spent, I don't know, weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, going back and forth with the lawyers instead of doing other things that could be done around here. Finally, they get it approved. And then these brainiacs down the hall, these fucking dopes, these fucking rookies, I've had it. They're like, well, now all we have to do is get permission from a mall. Like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I even said to Ann, I'm like, let's just sit back and watch this silliness.
Yeah.
I said to Ann, let's just sit back
and watch
these dopes.
Watch this just go in flames.
Right. So
spinning in flames into the pavement.
To make a long story short, they pretty much went from mall to mall to mall to mall. And then these idiots, these dopes, these rookies actually came back to Aunt and I and said, well, we talked to such and such mall, and the security's like, okay, that sounds good. Yeah. And they're all happy, and I go, no, Aunt, just keep sitting back and watch.
Let's look in.
And then another day or two goes by, because what happened was the security at the mall, of course, is going to call their corporate office.
Yes.
Next thing you know, there's lawyers and cease and desist.
Letters.
The fax machine was just spitting out cease and desist. You go to our mall, we're going to have a problem. We'll get everyone arrested, blah, blah, blah.
Stay away from this mall.
Stay away.
Don't go here. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you're caught in the parking lot, blah, blah, blah.
One company actually said, do not show up at any of our malls. And they just happen to, I don't know, own hundreds of malls.
Every mall.
They even said, don't show up at our malls in Kansas City, Des Moines. Just in case we got stupid and decide we're going to, take this out of New York City.
It's that mall company where when you buy a gift certificate to a mall, That's the mall.
Right.
And you can go anywhere with that gift certificate.
Then late last week, we had a mall that, according to these idiots, agreed to the homeless shopping spree, right?
Yeah.
So, like, just sit back. This isn't over yet. Sit the fuck back. And
let's sit back and watch. See, the monkey's they're gonna type some Hemingway.
Right.
They're gonna. Oh, look, they're throwing shit at each other.
Right.
Oh, okay. See, they said they were gonna type Hemingway.
Right.
But they're throwing shit at each other.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
So we said on Thursday or Friday that we will announce the mall today. And we had a mall, but I kind of knew that we probably didn't have a mall.
Yeah.
You know where this is going. So I think it was Friday afternoon. Hold off on announcing the mall because we don't have a mall. Because the mall we thought we had, they finally got, word from their corporate office. No, we don't want the homeless shopping spree at this mall.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, there should be some outrage. I think we should get a press release out there that no mall wants our charity.
You know something?
Because in the end, this is a charity thing. This does bring awareness to the homeless. It takes care of homeless people.
They buy jackets, shoes,
and
warm clothes, hats, everything.